So we're here at Colossal Cafe. Right before on Record Store Day 2015. We're not really making a big fuss out of
the Born Identity.
Yes. But
Damon.
We found another crowd to deal with. Unfortunately, it was normally we're at the record store dealing with the crowd. We said the heck with the crowd that be at Electric Fetus, at Treehouse, which I don't know if we'll ever end up going back to, but we'll see.
Actually, I want to go to Treehouse because at 5 o'clock they have a guy doing a performance he did a Under the Cherry Moon by Prince, and on the other side you have Lydia somebody doing one of the other Prince songs. It was on the Star Tribune. They had a Record Store Day thing in Vitamin. They mentioned his name was like Brandon or something.
See, the problem is with Treehouse Records, at least it was like a year ago, the line was down the street and the store itself is teeny. So they didn't really adopt the space thing. They should have their records like behind a wall, like a sheet of like.
When that guy's there for the in-store, it'll be crowded because he's at the Turf Club after that.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you also have They Might Be Giants are playing at First Avenue.
That would be mob because that show's sold out.
But they're playing at Fetus too.
I know. So Fetus will be like packed beyond belief for that.
Do you know someone who has 2 tickets that are still available if anyone's interested?
Really? I'll take one. Who has them? Oh, do you have to take both tickets though? Do you have to take her other ticket?
Right,
Is she going?
She's going. She has 2 additional tickets as well.
Let her know I would like to get one from her. 5?
Well, you like They Might Be Giants, Sean? I thought you basically said I thought your view of They Might Be Giants is basically, oh, look how funny we are, look how clever we are.
They do that, but I mean, they've done good shit. I like the Istanbul, not Constantinople. They did a couple other. The Birdhouse song is cute. I haven't heard it for several years, so it's still cute to me. As opposed to back when it got regular airplay on Radio K and the other stations. We're after walking for it. Okay.
So you don't find them annoying, sort of like Animal Collective, like, look how weird we are, look at us.
Sometimes, but they're not as annoying as, for example, Fish. No, I actually like to see. I haven't seen Shannon in hasn't it been over a year? Because I didn't see her at your birthday last year.
So what are you, just to change gears a little bit, what are you going to be seeking out at Record Store when we do hit the record stores a little bit? We're probably going to Barely Brothers and maybe Agarda and maybe Cheapo.
The Robert Plant 10-inch, which has 3 live songs, including a live version of Whole Lotta Love, which I want to hear what the Robert Plant band does with
his take on it, like his 50th different style of Whole Lotta Love, like no quarter version, and
when you're in the industry for 50 years and you have to keep doing the same song, it's like Steve Howe with Yes. The guitar solo on Roundabout is almost always slightly different because you get bored otherwise.
But you're not looking for Tomorrow because you already had. You don't want Anthony Phillips.
Well, it doesn't have any bonus tracks.
No.
And Anthony Phillips, I still haven't decided if I like his solo stuff.
It does have Mike Rutherford and Phil Collins on it though. That album, that Anthony Phillips album. That doesn't really do enough for you, does it?
No, if it had Tony Banks on it, I'd be more excited. Doing some keyboard stuff.
No. Well, I'm looking for a few different things. Typhoon 7-inch, which I can't even name of the song. The Decemberist Picaresque, the anniversary red or whatever pink or red colored version. I don't even have Picaresque yet. I'm also looking for possibly. A friend of mine is going to be picking up the Self single. It's not going to be in Minnesota, but I guess the exclusive in Oshkosh, among other exclusive companies, will have it. And there's a couple other items that are on my list that I'm just...
Maybe we should talk to these people about Record Store Day and see if they end up going anywhere.
And what am I looking forward to at Record Store Day 2015?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Sucks. Big time. And I'll talk about that later. Yes, because...
So Joyce is like Admiral Stockdale in the vice presidential election. All this, who am I? Why am I here?
Pretty much, yeah. Record Store Day in the past 2 years, pretty good. This year,
not so good. Well,
big time. Thank you, Peter Gabriel.
Black Friday, there was some
Thank you, Peter Gabriel.
You had the Wham.
Oh.
You don't want the John Oates single.
Nope.
But I thought you were a Hollow Notes and completionist, and therefore you must buy this, even if you don't want it.
No, sorry, John Oates. Daryl's got my heart.
You're not Daryl. You wish you were Dale, or you're not Daryl.
Yeah, sorry, John.
But I thought the new album he's re-recording some of the Hollow Notes songs, so you get a different version of.
Well, it's just a 7-inch. It's a 7-inch single, though, I believe.
But does the single have him re-recording some of the Hollow Notes songs, or no?
I don't know.
Because when he was on Travis Smiley, he said he was redoing some of the old songs.
And Joyce doesn't want the.
Has that not come out yet?
There's a Take on Me picture disc.
Maybe.
Take on Me.
But it's still not on my list. Not on my list.
And the Josh Rouse album not on the list, sadly.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
We're going to the concert, but the album itself.
Did it leak and you heard some of it and didn't like it, or what was the deal?
Yes. Well, a lot of the songs are on YouTube now.
Sorry, Josh. Once again, avid fan, long-time listener, not your best work.
Well, it's like Jeff and I with the Rundgren. It's like he's got 2 new things coming out. It's like, it's crap though. His last album was crap and his new one is crap.
So you're not going to get the Rundgren?
No.
I'm
not going to bother.
All right, our food's here, so time to sign off for now.
Egg cheddar biscuit.
It's right over here.
And the omelet.
The omelet's right here, I believe.
Side of bacon.
Side of bacon. And it has the strawberry preserves, I assume.
No, the bacon avocado one is me.
Oh. Bacon inside of avocado?
Yeah.
Yes, that would be me.
And strawberry.
And your entree is still coming. This is the best strawberry preserves I probably ever tried. 3 Dog Night, 3 Dog Mark. All right, we're going to Barely Brothers.
I don't know. This might end up being like
Barely Brothers.
This might end up being like the Beatles Magical Mystery Tour, where it's like, they film the adventure, but the adventure never really starts.
I have my General Mills Doughboy on my keychain and my Rush. See, I like General Mills and Rush. How many people can claim that?
But it's Geddy Lee like General Mills.
On Record Store Day 2015.
I'm sure post an interview with Rush, and if I get it, I should ask him that.
So we concluded that this is maybe the 10th Record Store Day, but not actually the 10th year anniversary of.
The Doughboy?
So Barely Brothers. If we zoom in,
No, we have him.
you can see, and we're waiting for the light to. Want to go? Or we want to wait?
Go.
All right. Even though it just said wait. Mayor Hawthorne bag.
Just go, how would he interact with me? What would be the point then?
We're looking for a place for gum.
Unless the Doughboy can interact with me, it's kind of a pointless meeting. It's like going to a meet and greet and having but the guy from Yes not talking to me. It's like, thanks for the autograph, but you could have said hello or...
That happened, John?
We don't see a line, thankfully. That's the fear that the Record Store Day has become the Black Friday.
John and the person was a complete tool. Yeah, that has happened.
Farrah Fawcett T-shirt.
Sweet.
This is Barely Brothers. All right, well, we'll sign off for now. So this is what we're picking up. The barge.
There's like a full length.
This is for her.
Yes, I like that. I like the axle up here. Much they want for it.
And what is this exactly? Lady of the Valley.
I should go for that. Although I want to find it on
By,
tape. I'm more likely to play that.
Oh, the First National Band. It's like the stuff we normally find out in Apple Valley. She's finding it. Michael Nesmith.
Joyce already has it.
A couple of 7 inches. Joyce would probably not be buying these if they weren't Nesmith. Normal 7 inches, she wants artwork. And I found a copy of Skylarking. Now it'll probably get reissued on Record Store Day next year or Black Friday, just my luck, but I've been looking for this by XTC, and I did track down, they did have copies of Tomorrow, the Steve Howe, before he was in Yes band, only album.
Tomorrow's Modern Boxes.
Yes. They should have done a cover of Tomorrow Never Knows by the Beatles.
No, but Phil Collins did.
And then I did find the Decemberists, thankfully. I don't know how many copies they had, but not a cheap item, but I don't have Picaresque, so now I will.
All I know is there's no Yes.
There's no Yes.
Yes? No.
You should take the guy who does the Yes podcast says, instead of saying just say yes, say whenever you have your progressive rock needs, you can always just think yes.
The answer is yes.
The answer is yes. Look at all the Rush stuff they have here, but they don't have Presto. I need Presto. Who can't find Presto?
Whenever you mention that, I always think of the Rocky Bully thing. Look at my sleeve, Presto.
Presto. Yes. So this is Barely Brothers. We'll have to go somewhere else, maybe and see if I can find the Typhoon. The Typhoon 7-inch got snatched up before we got here at 10 o'clock. So.
What's the name? Is this named after the Farrelly brothers? Barely Brothers.
I don't know. You gotta ask the owners right behind you. Where'd the name Barely Brothers come from? Where'd the name Bailey Brothers come from?
Where the name Barely Brothers? Was it inspired by the Farrelly brothers and you changed it to Barely Brothers?
We're just pretending to be brothers. So.
Just that is a good name.
Barely
BB, the BB thing.
We were trying to figure out what kind of brothers we were one night, and I was DJing and I played a Chuck Berry song, and my business partner said, "How about Berry Brothers?" And I looked at him and said, "Dude, we're barely brothers."
We're barely brothers. Yeah, okay, I get it now. That makes sense. You are brothers, but just barely.
I saw Chuck Berry in St. Louis a few months ago, and I wish he would stop doing shows. It's really sad to watch.
Oh, that's just bad.
What is he, about 85? You know, he's got to be getting up there.
This is not a jazz fest in the late 80s.
The blues and jazz guys usually tend to play that long when they're that old, but rock and rollers like Chuck Berry, that may not be healthy. Do the acoustic approach, sorry.